In these messed up times when they're holding us down, we gotta lift our voice and adjust the crown, because surviving in this crazy world means you gotta rise up and get lifted, girl. Hello, family. It's your girl, CC Jean. It is Monday, August the 31st, 2020. And I'm bringing y'all a new post today. Something I've been just chewing on for a long while. Sometimes I get ideas and I just sit on them for months and months and months, just think about it until I finally feel like I'm ready to ride it. And this one is one of those situations. And it's called On Front Street, The Humbling Power of the Reality Check. You know, I actually first thought about it a long while ago, because I'm not a fan of people that have big egos, that think they all of that, especially, when you get a little money and recognition and accolades. Our normal tendency as humans is to think we're all of that, but then you add some money and some success to it and people just lose it. They lose their minds. The one of the main people I think about is Nene Leakes, because I never did like her, and her ego got on my nerves. It still does. And I was reading recently that she was in contract negotiations with Bravo. They're not even sure if they want to renew her contract and work with her anymore, and she mad about her salary. And while she was bragging to everybody about how she was a rich bee and had Donald Trump money, now you trying to get you a little check by any means necessary. After all of that smack talking, you find out you got roaches and everything. The reality check. Then you got Lori Loughlin and Felicity Huffman, and they thought they had money, so their kids didn't have to study and actually pass the entrance exam and do like all of the rest of us to get their kid into college. They just had to pay a little bit of something, and they was gonna be fine. Well, you see where that got them. Lori's got to do a couple months in the county now as a result of all of that. Then you got Jocelyn Hernandez. What about her from Love and Hip Hop? She was bragging, Stevie was her man. She was gonna get her some Stevie. Now Stevie done left her and is in love with somebody else and in a real relationship, and she left holding the bag and is the baby mama, like she always used to call Mimi, the baby mama. Look it up. And you got Lord Pastor John Gray. His ego was out of control. He's sitting there counseling folks on his show, the Book of John Gray, counseling other folks on their marriage. Meanwhile, his situation raggedy, and he caught out there cheating again when you should have been focused on your own marriage instead of acting like you really was going to share your wisdom with somebody else. Okay, just ego out of control. And one of the main ones, actually, Wendy Williams. Never liked Wendy, always putting folk business out there, and turns out she got the ultimate reality check because her man out there making outside babies and embarrassing her, and all the rumors of her drug habit turned out to be true. And now she's sitting out there, all out there on Front Street, looking crazy. After all that smack you done talk, Wendy, Diamond and Silk, they was coming for Black America, and they was stumping for Trump. And now you done got fired from Fox News talking about how they racist. You the one laid on that memo. We was trying to tell you. And now you think you dropping some knowledge? Karma, the reality check. Yes, y'all still black. But anyway, the point is, we got to learn sometimes how to check ourselves before God has to do it for us. And I'll give y'all a personal story. Several years ago, we was at Six Flags in Atlanta, and I was ready to get on this one particular ride. I'm a big amusement park junkie, and I love riding everything and all of that. But it was a very nice man that was behind me, and they were with a large party, him and his family. And he asked me very politely if he could get in front of me so that he could ride with his family. And I don't know what was wrong with me that day, because the child of God I claimed to be should have been like, of course. But that day, I just was in my feelings, I guess. I was hot, and I was like, no, I'm ready to ride. Had no reason for being stank, but I was stank that day for whatever reason. Train pulled up. I was about to get in, and my big butt couldn't even fit in the seat. The only time of my life I actually could not ride because my butt was too big happened to be the one time I decided to be a jerk to somebody and not be considerate of somebody else. And God sat me down quick, boy. I had to do that whole walk of shame away from the train. And he got to ride with his family anyway. But it's a small example, but it's an example that God don't play that. He don't play that. You're supposed to be considerate of other people. You're supposed to help other people when you can. It ain't supposed to be all about you. So I'm encouraging everybody with this post today to try to check yourselves before God has to do it for you, okay? So with that, I'll go ahead and give y'all today's thought, which is egos trip, but the humble don't stumble. And the question for today is, are you due for a reality check? If so, you might want to go ahead and handle that before God gets his hands on your situation, because it may not turn out well. Okay? So read today's post, www.getliftegirl.org. Hit me up, of course, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, all that jazz. Have a wonderful Monday, and I hope you keep your ego in check this week. Let's try to be humble, okay? Serve other people and be blessed, okay? Have a good one, everybody. I'll talk to y'all on Wednesday. Peace. Hey, family, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check out the latest blog post at www.getliftegirl.org. See y'all later. This crazy world means you gotta rise up.